Hello again, it's Noob, and this is just a little quick update video. So in a previous video or so some time ago, I showed off a tool which is able to pick these seemingly impossible to tension tubular locks. I noticed there wasn't much out there on the market that did that and allowed you to essentially pick it more than one position, so you could pick these as many times as you want, go around in circles. So the best tool on the market for standard tubular locks, I think, is this one from the Sparrows collection. But you can see that it won't tension this type of lock because there's no notch here to tension against. These types of lock, this is a high security version, is tensioned via an inner ring. Can you see where the metal changes colour to the brass? There, so there's an actual inner ring, and that's what this little foot tensions against on the inside of the lock. The inside of these keys are smooth. Okay, now the tool I developed was this, and what it essentially does is it provides tension much in the same way as one of the keys does. There you go. By providing a little foot to tension against. Now, this is quite useful, but if you look, let's take that look actually. If you look how I made this one, I wasn't happy with the fact that it does occlude pin 2 really badly. Now you get around it and underneath it, that's not really a bother, but I just wanted something to be a little bit nicer in terms of position. So today I went out and I made this one instead, which is quite pleasing actually. It's took a little bit more time and care over it, and you can see now how when you get it in there, you can see that it's clears all the pins pretty well, allowing you to get a really good position on pin 3 there when you're tensioning. Now bear in mind that different locks will have a different diameter up post. You can see that this Moroni here has a wider diameter, so the position of this will change in each lock, but as you can see, if you put it in, there you go. This one actually positions itself extremely well, allowing you to get really good clearance across all the pins. With pin 3 there, you can see is pretty well 100% clear from the tool. So the only thing now, because I made this out of a Sparrows do-it-yourself pick blank, and this is their max yield steel. The only difference would be that I'd like to make it out of something a lot thicker, something that's about this is 25 thousandths, somewhere around 35 to 40 thousandths just as a trial. But bear in mind, the thicker the material, the more care you'll have to do in terms of distancing, because obviously it'll shift the positioning of the backstop, this little point here in the lock. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you, a little quick update video to show you that I've redeveloped the tool and it works really well. Just one more thing before I go though, is that you might think, well, this, which is probably around 1 millimeter in thickness, this little leg isn't very strong. Well, this is 25 thousandths, and I find that actually it's definitely strong enough. And one of the reasons why is you don't need to provide much tension. That is about as much tension as you need. These tubular locks, they tend to bind quite heavily on pins when they bind, so you don't need a lot of tension. You certainly don't need to be cranking it. In fact, I tend to use this tool and only tension using one finger here. You might think, then why have this? It's because when you reverse it and you want to pick the other way, then you of course then tension using the top part of the tensioner. It all makes sense when you use it anyway. So there you go, that's the update. Just to compare it to the Sparrows tool, you'll see that it actually has a very similar width profile. And maybe I should have used that as the basis of the first one. But there you go, lesson learned. Okay, thanks for that, and I'll see you all next time.